Theosophy Society, Aurobindo Ashram, Paramahamsa Yogananda, Osho, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, ISKCON, Ramakrishna Mission, Sampradaya, all of them have sincerely trying to make the same vision in their own version. I am trying to create most updated, because now I know all the insecurities of these human beings, why something is successful and why something fails. Above all, time is in my favor. Age is in my favor. I am too young. I am only in early 40s. Whole life is in front of me. Already I have 41 Chaturmasya spiritual strength, 27 years of a spiritual socio experiences, working in the spiritual field with the society, 27 years of solid experience and expertise, 41 years of Chaturmasya, solid spiritual foundation, and I have my whole life ahead of me. This is the advantage I have. Let me express these truths so this vision can start manifesting in all of you. This third force and fourth force manifests in all of you. This is my vision for all my Kailasas. Whether it started in a container, I don't know how many of you know, the first Adinam, Tiruchengoda Adinam, started in a steel shed. That is why I always feel container is auspicious. Put container in any place, it will become Kailasa. Because the first Kailasa is container Kailasa. Only then the hut was built. There was a small steel shed which was used as a pump set, gifted to me by a devotee. That's when first I started staying. From there only I built the hut. So that is why even now, anywhere people give me, donate property, I tell them first put a container, plant a container, start container Kailasa. From there it will evolve. From container Kailasa to uncontainable Kailasa. The vision is same. Where we provide an ecosystem for human beings to have a healthy, wealthy, blissful, complete life in this plane and enlightened, awakened life with the higher zones, vertical zones. still many of my vision is not yet unfolded into reality, but I have spelled out my vision very clearly. It will unfold when more and more collective integrity starts happening. For example, I wanted to evolve the Sambhavana system. The Grihasthas can make wealth for their personal life and expenses. Working for Hinduism, for Kailasa, like a win-win. You strengthen the Kailasa and you also get personal income. This was the vision I revealed maybe 2005 or 6 with a project called Anand Samaj. Is a kind of a communities evolving everywhere. If we have people with more collective integrity who take the responsibility for integrity of everyone, these systems can be successful. These things can be successful. A 10 family can join, take up a project, make it successful, have Kailasa strengthened, Hinduism strengthened, and the ecosystem strengthened, and you receive the personal income. All the things are fulfilled like a win-win. It is possible. It is possible, especially in the cities of India and the NRIs in Malaysia, Europe, US, Trinidad Tobago, where the Hindus are the richest ethnic minority. If you guys start evolving this kind of Kailasas, you will create an ecosystem where your generations will have strong feeling connection with Hinduism. They will live Hinduism. They will manifest Hinduism. They will be giving you the Shraddha for generations, building the modern day Agraharams. Temple-centric communities, கோவில் பெருங்குடிகள். தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா, மலையும் மலை சார்ந்த இடமும் குறிஞ்சி, காடும் காடு சார்ந்த இடமும் அது மருதம், முல்லை, நெய்தல், பாலைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஐம்பெரும் நிலங்கள்னு. காடும் காடு சார்ந்த இடமும், வயலும் வயல் சார்ந்த இடமும், கடலும் கடல் சார்ந்த இடமும், குறிஞ்சி, முல்லை, மருதம், நெய்தல், பாலை 5 நிலங்களை சொல்வார்கள். மலையும் மலை சார்ந்த இடமும் குறிஞ்சி. அது எனக்கு தெரியும். காரணம் என்ன? நான் அந்த மலை சார்ந்த இடத்திலே பிறந்து வளர்ந்ததால். அதுபோல நன்றாக புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். 6ஆம் நிலம் ஒன்று உண்டு. கோவிலும் கோவில் சார்ந்த இடமும் கைலாசம். Listen, temple-centric communities, temple-centric lifestyle, it's all just in each city few families need to have that collective integrity. It cannot be done through autocracy or democracy. Autocracy, democracy, all crazy. All just crazy. Democracy means the mass is cheated, that they are empowered by few autocratic individuals. Autocracy means people know openly they are being ruled and at least hold the rulers responsible historically. So this autocracy, democracy, all crazy. Neither autocracy nor democracy is going to work for the future. It's collective integrity, responsibilism only is going to work for the future. That's why the Kailasa, I am evolving a kind of a new responsible democracy. How I am evolving, all the temple volunteers will vote any issue related to running the temple. All the donors will vote any issue related to money. All the administrators only will vote any issues related to administrative policies. A temple volunteer, if he is volunteering for administration also, he will have 2 votes. He will have a vote in the temple related and administration related because he is involved in administration. If he is an SJP donor, he will have the voting, one more vote to involve and vote about the economic affairs. So the votes are given based on the responsibility, responsibilism. Responsible democracy evolves collective integrity. That's the way I'm evolving now. I'm actually sitting and penning down the whole principles, how the Kailasa should be run, the guidelines. I'm making it into a responsible democracy. If you are a temple volunteer, you spend certain number of hours maintaining temple, you have the right to vote everything related to temple affairs. If you are a donor, SJP Yajaman, you get 1 vote related to all the economic affairs. If you are a SJP Karta, you get 5 votes, all related to economic affairs. If you are volunteering in administration, you get vote to vote in all affairs of administration. If you are volunteering in garden, housekeeping, you get the right to vote in all the affairs of the gardening, housekeeping. Responsible democracy. That's the way I am evolving this Kailasa. These digital ecosystems and the spiritual ecosystems I am evolving all over the world. From that time, my gurus have handed over me the first ashram from Tiruvannamalai. Then I did the first ashram in Tiruchengodu. We need to evolve Kailasa everywhere. I am seeing some of the successful Kailasas. Banu Patel has done a best Kailasa in Oklahoma. Because naturally she has a beautiful collective integrity team built for her business. See, the business network she built is all from the family, and they all have already built a collective integrity. That is why that the Kailasa Oklahoma is such big success. The best kept deities, most beautiful rituals. They all gather, sing, dance, happily, inspire, live Hinduism, do Garba dance, Bhagavad Gita, Guru Puja, Shiva Puja, spirituality, meditation, yoga, whatever they can. I tell you, they already formed a ecosystem where their generations will learn more and more about Hinduism and live, practice. Banu is very successful in evolving a very beautiful Kailasa ecosystem. Maybe a little more enlightenment, education, knowledge, all that will happen in course of time. But the ecosystem is successful. I feel everywhere, every city, in US, Europe, even in India, if you guys start creating this Kailasa ecosystem, you will have your next generation following Hinduism, giving you Shraddha. You will have peace in Pitruloka. The Kailasa will evolve beautifully on the planet Earth. மலையும் மலை சார்ந்த இடமும் குறிஞ்சி, காடும் காடு சார்ந்த இடமும் முல்லை, வயலும் வயல் சார்ந்த இடமும் மருதம், கடலும் கடல் சார்ந்த இடமும் நெய்தல், மணலும் மணல் சார்ந்த இடமும் பாலை, கோவிலும் கோவில் சார்ந்த இடமும் கைலாசம். Every city on the planet Earth, we should create Kailasa. Every city we should create Kailasa. Kailasa lifestyle is a beautiful preparation for you to live comfortably in the higher planes, vertical time zones. When you go there, you won't feel cultural shock. You will not feel cultural shock when you go to the higher planes if you learn the Kailasa lifestyle here on the planet Earth. We just need some of the dedicated people. You see, you don't need cunningness, strategy to make Kailasa. You just need Tyagis, dedicated people who have a conscious stamina, will, persistence, making it happen. Will stay strong and make it happen, like Arishchandra, Satyavadi, the Savitri, Satyavan Savitri. Whatever. Will, persistence. Nachiketa. Will, persistence. A child fasting for 2.5 days without food and water is equivalent to an adult fasting for 2.5 years. Because for child, food is the only life, source of life. For an adult, there are multiple sources of life. His body has evolved to use multiple things as source of life. But for a child, food is the only source of life. And a child, Nachiketa, fasting for 2.5 days is equivalent to an adult fasting for 2.5 years with a will, persistence. Satyavan Savitri, Nachiketa, Arishchandra, what a will, persistence. We need just few people with that kind of a conscious stamina, will, persistence to create collective integrity, to make collective integrity for Kailasa to happen. They become the foundation of Kailasa's evolution. Not any efficient, cunning, strategic, no. It is dedicated, Tyagis. Earlier, the Kailasas are like luxury. But now, it is survival need. I'm seeing so many people messaging this Meda Slatya, so many people. Oh, I want Kailasa in Kashmir, I want Kailasa in Guwahati. All you guys, stop wasting my time if you can't take the responsibility. Meda Slatya, you don't need to be independent. You just need a conscious will conscious stamina, will, persistence. Go to Adi Kailasa, get trained, renounce your luxurious, hypocritical, criminally negligent lifestyle, because your ancestors did not do the Tyaga. Kashmiri Pandits are suffering and Hindus lost Kashmir. Don't continue to be criminally negligent. Decide to dedicate and stop your stupid ideas about life. Go to Adi Kailasa and have the basic training. Then carry that ecosystem to Jammu and Kashmir and start manifesting, reviving. Do what need to be done. Nobody is interested in your crybaby stories. Nobody is interested in your criminal negligent lifestyle. Or just disappear from my eyes. Go and live as you want. Don't waste my time and get the karma of Guru Aparada. Wasting Guru's time. When I give a vision, everyone says, oh, I want to do. Come on. There is a clear system I have evolved. Procedure. There are ecosystems which is functioning. It's not that those ecosystems are perfect, but it is budding. Go there, see what all can be done. Right, wrong, good, bad. In that, learn the conscious stamina, will, persistence. Then take that to the different places we have. You don't even need to take the risk of buying new properties. We have multiple properties all over the world. You can go and start planting in any of our properties without any risk. Once you are successful in Adi Kailasa, in our properties, then go and do it in your city. There is a clear system and successful in multiple places. Instead of doing the responsibility, just lying to yourself and to me, oh, I want to do this in Jammu, I want to do this in Kashmir, I want to do this in Guwahati, I want to do this here, I want to do that there. No. If you want to do it. If not, be criminal, negligent Hindu, rot. As I told you, the Hindus should know their negligence has crossed the level of casual unattending or just blinded by the consumeristic lifestyle. All that level is over. Now it has gone to criminal negligent level. If you get out of your criminal negligence and create Kailasa ecosystems in every city, the next generation of Hindus are going to be there. And I don't want to say the otherwise. What will happen? I don't want to utter through my mouth. Because I have to make it happen. I don't have a choice. If you join along with me, I'll do it with you. If you don't, I'll do it without you. If you oppose, I'll do it in spite of you. But I'll do it. I'll make it happen. வந்தால் உங்களோடு, வராவிட்டால் தனியாக, எதிர்த்தால் உங்களையும் மீறி, செய்தே தீருவோம் பரமசிவ கைலாசம். We need to address seriously these few issues in the Kailasa ecosystem. One, the most important, the ecosystem should be self-sustaining. Second, a separate male sannyasa order, female sannyasa order, grihastha order. All these three separate. Third, system where the grihasthas can make personal income. Some method of sambhavana where they make enough personal income for their personal expenses. Either a common project, a for-profit project is made successful. Running a restaurant or running a hotel, motel, or running even enriching and causing very professionally. There are multiple possibilities. Hinduism has some of the most beautiful, sure shot, result-based products. Yoga, life solutions. You can share all these. And wherever Paramashiva allows, you can make money. The money can be made. Where he does not allow money to be made, we can't. Following the economic policies of Paramashiva, we can make a beautiful ecosystem for grihasthas to make personal income. This is the third point to be addressed. Fourth, responsible democracy in evolving all the policies of those Kailasas ecosystem. If this simple four fundamentals are maintained, not only Kailasa will flourish, you will have an amazing ecosystem for it to continue forever. So the sannyasis will have Maheshwara Puja by the generation of sannyasis, sannyasa parampara, and they will be happy in Kailasa and Pitruloka, wherever they reach as per their karmas. If they were living as sincere, integrated sannyasis, they will straight reach Kailasa. If they had messed up, then they will reach only Pitruloka. If they are completely messed up, then Brahmarakshas. That is up to them. All the Grihasthas will have their generations. Beautifully living Hinduism and giving Shraddha to you for generations. So you will be happy in Pitruloka or Kailasa, wherever you reach. These are the foundation, fundamental, practical truths. This is enough for the Kailasa ecosystem to manifest. Living in the Kailasa ecosystem will make you manifest the third force, because continuously you will be getting the powerful clicks. You will have a very peaceful life.